Alright YouTubers, how you diddling? This is the Disposalist, and in this video I'm going to show you how to shoot your light machine gun. Now, I'm in a live game because I want you to see things like the crosshairs, which don't appear until the game is running, because they really help with explaining how the light machine gun is working. Now, the first thing to show you, looking at those crosshairs, is when I am moving around you can see that they get bigger and smaller. They contract and expand, and the reason for this is when I move, my accuracy is reduced while I'm moving. When I stand still, my accuracy is regained back to the base standing still accuracy. You can see that as I move back and forwards there. In fact, in any direction, any movement causes that. Now, the first thing to explain is bipodding, and armed with knowledge that those crosshairs there show how the accuracy is changing, you can see that when I go prone, the bipod engages and the accuracy becomes the best it can. Those crosshairs contract right down to the central target. And when I move, even if I'm in a prone position where the bipod can engage, the bipod disengages and re-engages, which you can see in the crosshairs. Disengages, re-engages. Actually does it in two stages as well, you can see there. So when you're moving, it's as inaccurate as it can be, and then it, in two stages, goes back down to being not moving, and then bipodded, fully accurate. Now, the next thing to show you is how that operates when you are firing. Now, I'm going to show you this in hipfire mode because that's the only way you get the crosshairs. If you aim down the sights, you get that. Crosshairs disappear. And as I say, those crosshairs are a good guide to showing you exactly what's occurring with the accuracy of your weapon. Now, what you're going to see when you start firing with a light machine gun is after the first shot, your accuracy gets worse. Those crosshairs spread way out. And then over the next few bullets, they return again. So ignore my target and just check the crosshairs. You can see they spread out. And then over the course of the next few bullets, they get better and better accuracy-wise. First bullet is bad, and then over the next few bullets, the accuracy gets better and better. So you can see with a light machine gun, and that's hip firing, but the same goes for when you're aiming down the sights. The longer you hold your finger on the button, the more accurate they become. Now, recoil is a different issue. You can see that the gun recoils, goes up. My sights actually are moved up in the air when I start firing. You can counter that yourself by moving the crosshairs down. You know that that first bullet is going to make your crosshairs rise. So either always move your crosshairs down a little bit when you fire, or aim low to begin with so that you know it will kick up to your target. So, quick summary. When you move, your accuracy gets worse. When you stand still, your accuracy gets better. When you fire, your accuracy initially gets worse, and then over the next few bullets, gets better until it reaches a maximum accuracy that's possible. I'm showing you that in hipfire so that you can see the crosshairs, but when you aim down the sights, exactly the same things happen. When you are bipodded, it still happens. That first bullet makes your accuracy slightly worse, and then it gets slightly better over the following bullets, but the effect starts quite accurate because of the bipod. Your spread is almost entirely removed by the bipod, and your recoil is totally removed by the bipod. So, moral of the story is, use the bipod, fellas. So that is the behaviour of all light machine guns explained, but not all light machine guns are the same. I am just briefly showing you the Browning automatic rifle, the bar, and this is the trench version, and you can see from the crosshairs in hipfire that the accuracy starts pretty good and doesn't get a lot worse when you move. And when you fire, it really doesn't make an awful lot of difference to the accuracy. It does do that thing, same as all light machine guns. When you fire, it gets initially the worst it can be, and then gets better over the next few bullets, but it doesn't change an awful lot in this trench variant. And just one more variant to show you the different ways they work. This is the Madsen Storm, and the Storm variant somewhat controls the recoil. The recoil characteristics are better. It's not entirely designed for hip fire, so it's a sort of good middle ground. It's not got a bipod, it is designed to be fired standing, but it's not a full trench version that works well in hip fire. So you can see crosshairs do get wider, the accuracy does get worse when you initially fire, which gets better over the next few bullets, and it's more distinct than that the bar trench was. But the upside for the Madsen is that the recoil is less, it's easier to keep on target after that initial shot, and it's somewhat more accurate at longer range. And lastly, I'm showing you the Bene Mercier optical variant. These are designed to be accurate when aiming down the sights, so they don't have a bipod but are designed to be accurate when standing still and aiming down the sights. And you can see when you hip fire though, they don't start very accurate and they become really quite inaccurate when you first start firing. So these are designed to be aiming down the sights and standing still. So all LMGs work the same way mechanically, but the different variants mitigate the different factors in different ways. As I say, I suggest you watch my video that goes in depth into those characteristics if you want to know more. In the meantime, thanks for watching, YouTubers, and I'll see you next time. Leave me a thumbs up if you like the video, leave me a thumbs down if you must. Do leave me some comments, I always love to read them. See you next time. Cheers.